Okay, this is a response to Footloose and The Thing Bad 80s remake. I thought I was just going to let it be because I did it, but I got caught off. I forgot I could only do 15-minute videos. I thought I could do more videos because I've been posting a lot of videos and said now you can finally record over 15 minutes, but apparently I can't. So I watched this dude. First, let me stop where I left off. Freddy Krueger. All right, he could have been more gruesome. Okay, fine, whatever. And so I watched the video again, and every time I watch it, I just gotta hit this guy in the face. So I took a bunch of fucking notes of all the stupid, idiotic questions that he asked, and I wrote the answers why, what are to him, in my little memo pad right here that says memo book. And I'm just going to read them out loud, and hopefully this answers his fucking gay questions. And just to make it obvious to him that this is what I put. Dick faces dumbass comments. Why is Hollywood into remakes? I gotta remind you, dude, that this is not the only area era that Hollywood has done remakes. It has done remakes in the 70s, in the 80s, in the 90s, Godzilla. I mean, fucking how many times has King Kong been remade? Get the fuck over it, dude. It's because a movie that was made a long time ago and then there's a new generation that has no idea about the movie, so why don't you remake the theme and the line? And plus, remakes can be better. Remakes can be better, alright? I'm going to go back to The Hills Have Eyes. That remake, I'm not going to say it's better, but it's a great fucking remake. It's a great fucking remake. Also, Dawn of the Dead, that was a great fucking remake. And I like when they do this with remakes, is when they make it nothing like the original. And I do want to say that I did see a remake that I really wanted to see as a child when I grew up that I liked was Fright Night. I loved Fright Night a lot as a kid. And I wanted to see this remake so bad, and I liked the remake. The remake was awesome. It was nothing like the original. Evil got turned into a vampire right away instead at the end of the movie. So then you know when this happens, then all bets are off. It's nothing like the original. And I was right. It was a good fucking remake. Fright Night was awesome. Whoever remade it was great. And that's what I'm trying to say. Kids who are born later than me that have no idea that even a Fright Night existed, now they do. They can watch the original and have their opinion. It's just to make interesting movies, dude. And it's just... So what's wrong with making remakes? I don't understand. Anyways, I made a list from the 1950s movies that we remade, and that no one has any idea. But anyways, let's see. Oh yeah, first of all, he says that it's the thing takes over the human body, then busts out of you like the alien. All right, this is nothing like the alien. Okay, this is a most grotesque object thing that has ever been in Hollywood. One of the most greatest monsters, historical creature beings that they have ever created, because the limbs are grotesque. It's grotesque. The claws, the teeth, and weird places, and abdomens opening up bodies, giant fucking dog's head, teeth everywhere. It's just it's a great fucking thing. It's nothing like the alien. And not only that, dude, they don't bust out, they morph. Okay, this is the thing. Nothing busts out of a body. It morphs into this huge, grotesque creature. Alright, I just gotta say that. And it is not a remake. How many times do I gotta put this? You just keep saying it's a remake. You're like, technically, it's a prequel, but it's a remake. It's the same thing, same storyline, blah, 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 blah. I want to hit you in the face. I'm going to get back to that in a point of view. And then I want to say, Mary Elizabeth Winstein, she did not do the Kurt Russell role. Okay, I'm probably repeating myself from the last video. As I'm saying, this is a prequel. There are prequels and sequels in history. Can you just get over it that this was a remake and it was an excellent idea to do this? And why 80s remake at the same time in movie theaters? Who fucking cares? I didn't even know they did a remake of Footloose until I went to the movie theater. Okay? I don't have cable. I just watch movies. And, let's see. Kind of exciting. It was great. I was totally excited. I thought I mean, I was excited the whole way through the film. I was like, yes, give it to me! Morph into that motherfucker! Yes! I mean, it was brutal. It was intense. I went with my buddy Shredder. I could not be quiet during the whole movie. And I don't give a fuck about anybody else in the theater. When I see something, I'm going to quote it right there and then. Also, combining Footloose and The Thing together is an insult. Shut the fuck up and don't ever say shit like that again. Because you are a dumbass for saying that. If you... This is sad. This is sad. Combining The Thing and Footloose together and having The Thing discover dance. I just want to smack you in your face. You are not a movie critic. Shut the hell up. And a dancing thing would be a horrible... And this isn't an 80s movie. This is a movie... in the 80s. That's a thing I want to stress to you. This isn't an 80s movie. This has nothing to do with the area, the time era of the 80s. This is not Footloose. Footloose is an 80s movie. Footloose is an 80s movie. The Thing just happens to be a movie in the 80s. Get that through your thick skull. Alright? This is a gruesome fucking movie. It's brutal. Just like The Shining was in the 80s. And it had nothing to do with the 80s. It was just... the 80s was horrible. It was one of the worst things to ever happen to mankind's history, I swear to God. Alright. Oh yeah, and the remakes, I want to say what I want to say, that there have been remakes of, I shouldn't say this, but from 1950s film that we have remade, Invasion of the Body Snatchers, The Day the Earth Stood Still, A Thing from Another World, The Lost Cabinet of Dr. Caligari. There hasn't been a recent remake of it that I'm not for sure, but I have watched several remakes of The Lost Cabinet of Dr. Caligari. I've seen the silent film. I've seen the film that wasn't silent. There's like 3 Lost Cabinets of Dr. Caligari's, and that was like in the 1930s. I don't know. It was before they even had volume on their televisions. Psycho, Ghostbusters, The Blob, King Kong, like I said. How many times have they remade King Kong? And they're remaking it again. But every time people want to go see it, even though it's the same fucking storyline every time. Just about the same. Just new vision. That's all it is. It's a new vision, man. And then movies that I would like to see redone that were done in the 80s. Return of the Living Dead, Lost Boys, The Blob, Poltergeist, Evil Dead. I would like to see a remake of Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I wonder what they would do with it. I wonder if they would make it into a horror movie, or if they would keep it comedy kind of horror like they did with that one. I don't know if you can remake it. I might give you that one, but if they'd remade it, I'd go see it. Sleepaway Camp, Hellraiser, Phantasm, Puppet Master, and it would be so awesome if they remade this movie, Lawnmower Man. I love the original Lawnmower Man. I don't know why, I just love it. I'm a huge fan of the Lawnmower Man. I hate the sequel to it. The sequel is horrible. A horrible sequel. When I was a kid, I liked it, but then I watched it again, and I was like, this is fucking horrible. The original Job would be nothing like the Job in the sequel. That's all I gotta say. And as I want to say, he says, The Thing is technically a prequel. Well, I want to let you know, The Thing isn't technically a prequel, it's a prequel. And a prequel is not the same as a remake. And that's what you said. It's technically it's a prequel, but it's the same as a remake. It's not. And you're a moron. You should be fired for your fucking idiocracy. I got like 5 minutes left. And I hope I made my point clear to you. Because if nobody else is going to do this, I'm going to do this. This is one of the things that must be said in cinema history. Because you don't know shit. Taking The Thing and Footloose together, you should be shot by fucking a gun of a dumbass idea, idiocracy, and paint your brains with the wall. I mean, that was just a stupid idea to even say out loud. You know what I think would be interesting? And then to take a movie that wasn't good in the 80s, no one is well, you're dumb. It's like Take a movie that was good and that people do like and remake, like the Hellraiser. If they remade the Hellraiser, I wonder if they can make it as evil. Alright? I'm not going to say that remakes are the best thing, because there are remakes that do bomb, but there are remakes that are worth it. Okay? And the remakes that are worth it just make it worth it. Like, the Fright Night remake was awesome. Dawn of the Dead remake was awesome. I mean, you know, it's just that. You know, some of them are going to bomb, okay? But I mean, when they remade Godzilla, when I was a kid, they remade the Hulk twice now, I think. I don't know if it was a sequel. I'm pretty for sure. It kind of seemed like it was a sequel, but I wasn't for sure. The remake of the Hulk was cool. I liked it, even though it was animated. I didn't mind it. And I'm trying to think. I mean, it's like they need more ideas for Hollywood. I think we need to start going back to the video games. Start making video game movies again. I honestly think we should start doing that. And I would say a movie, but if you did it, I'm afraid you do it wrong, because I want to do this movie. If any of you guys from Rolling Stone are out there and you actually watch this, I'm a critic. Alright, man, I know movies, I know what people... I have wasted my life, alright, just sitting back watching movies all day. Okay? It's my life, it's my thing, it's my era. I have watched so many movies, and I was going to say a remake of Cujo would be excellent, and a remake of It, and a remake of The Ugly. I mean, you could do some excellent remakes, and I'm glad they didn't remake The Thing, but if they did remake it, I would have been stoked still. But a prequel was an awesome idea. Now, I think if they did do the sequel idea, now we know where The Thing is. We knew what happened from the original, yes. Now, maybe there could be a really, really killer sequel. And that would be bomb. Like, I mean, a sequel to where it gets out of Antarctica to America. Now, that would be intense, dude. Because whatever The Thing creates itself, whatever macabre imagery beast that you can make that thing into, like, they did a pretty damn good job. It wasn't bad. I was expecting a little bit more macabre and grotesque, but that was pretty fucking grotesque. That was some sick shit. It was awesome. It was beast. And the images that they had in their head were an artistic, grotesque view. The only way that you could have made that better is if you had the lead singer from Devourment doing it. And if you had him doing it, I think he would have had it done that way, just about, if not close enough. So I'm satisfied with that movie. I am. I watched the original version countless times in my life. Like, I probably watched it just about as many times as I watched The Big Lebowski, as many times as I watched The Fight Club, as many times as I've seen Dazed Confused. I mean, you got a list of movies up there, you know, that you watch over and over again. When I was a child, I watched Beetlejuice. I know these movies word for word, you know. I want to quote them for you, but yeah, like fucking, you know, seriously. It's like, you gotta realize that, I want to point this out one last time, that this isn't a remake, this is a prequel. And if you guys think I'm a nerd, I don't give a fuck. If you think I'm bitching and it's pointless, so be it. This is my opinion, this is my view. I live in America. This is my God-given fucking First Amendment bullshit right. And then, it's not a bullshit right, but it's my right. And I just want to smack the people in the industry who think they know what they know, because they don't know shit. And I'm pretty sure that dude didn't see this movie, because if he saw this movie, he would realize how fucking grotesque and I don't know why he wasn't excited. Those beasts from that movie are fucking insane. Like, the imagery. The reason why I'm looking back and seeing how much time I got 14 seconds. And I just want to say to the dude who made the thing, you did a great fucking job. Don't let any of these assholes say that you didn't. You got my fucking vote, and I applaud you for this movie. It was a great theme, and the last part, I'm not even going to say it, because it almost makes you think if that dude at the end was a thing, because I thought about, why, if he was a thing, why didn't he tag her with the other thing? But it's a great thing anyways. The Thing. That's all I have to say. The Thing. When you hear The Thing, you're going to have that movie up in The Shining, Cujo, Fight Club. Anyways, that's all I gotta say. Have a nice day. Fuck you, dude.